no need to worry about this guy. Just plug him right into the starting role, and he'll be a massive upgrade.
What do you mean? It ain't working. Yeah, play it front. But I'm still drafting though. You did it that fast? Alright. I already got the stream up, Smoke. Wasn't joking. I ain't bullshitting with y'all today.
You've got to hope some guys fall into your lap, or you could be left with some real holes
Don't worry about
on the
it.
roster.
You worry about too much.
And this team does have a lot of needs, but this guy is a legitimate star, and he'll make everyone around him better.
I got Mariota on my quarterback though.
And now, which side of the football will they address here? Some interesting options either way. Yeah, I don't think you needed a crystal ball to see that pick coming. That's all about loyalty and familiarity right there.
Wow, so you think they're strong yet? Playing that old joint. Is that Styles you playing?
Options here on both sides of the football. It's pretty much of a coin flip if you ask me.
Our front seven is bananas. Our front seven is bananas.
Boy, it's finger crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill.
Oh, guess what I got on my joint?
I
got Javon Curse on my team. It's over. It's over. It's like, no, I ain't gonna draft him. No, I ain't gonna draft him, no. I got too many. My line is crazy. I know, right? What am I saying? You play that power? You play that Powerball? Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh wow, so you think that tough though? Yeah. I don't need blazing wide receivers anyway, it don't even matter. My line good. How you giving disclaimers already? How you talk all that shit and I got oh man, I don't know how this shit will work out. I don't know how this shit will work out. Yo, you just said nah. You know why I chose this? Nah, but for real, you know why I chose this? Because this is how they play. Like when you play for money, that's what they do. They don't play with normal teams. Nah, they play with draft teams. So whatever happens in the draft, that's your team. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Larry Ridley. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. We are ready for this draft champions matchup as you get a quick peek at some of the stars
Lawrence Taylor
in today's game. We're ready to go. Let's get down to kickoff.
That's not even funny. That's not even funny. That's all right.
And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in draft champions. This is taken at the 3. And they'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Can you like slide the chair back where he was?
Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 7 yards on the pickup.
Charge right there.
Second and 3.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On second down, Peterson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Thanks.
Mariota now to throw on first down. And Gresham has it left side. 7 yards.
I forgot you do that.
The pitch and catch.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Mariota now from the 50. Comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Michael Floyd. And it's third and short.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Now Mariota fighting his safety.
Keep your feet.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And they're on third and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you hand it to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitch it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll make it second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
He probably bounced.
They'll throw again. Mariota. And right with it here over the middle. And he'll go down shy of 40 at the 41.
It's 83.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence that allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Third and long here for Mariota. It's brought in by Floyd. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because
being
they're not trying to
aggressive,
fool them with
slinging
running
it
plays,
around.
throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
A first down throw for Mariota. This will be caught at the 2. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Michael Floyd, 27 yards. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
I had Fitzgerald on my offense. Oh, it mattered. Throw it down the field.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run
Easy
up
word.
and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's
I think that started.
shy of the 30.
He popped up now. I'm about to say, like, yeah, this boy just popped up now. Got the wrong defense, though. I should have, yeah, I ain't draft good. I got a lot of good players, though, but I drafted my position.
Walk on first down.
That's picked. Give me that.
Rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. That could be a downside of putting together a team in draft champions week 1. It's early. You might have some of these mistakes.
You're exactly right,
Oh,
because
bro.
it does take time to build chemistry, trust, right? Understanding where guys
I kind
are
of
going
figured
to
that.
be. And I think that's what led to the interception. They just don't know each other well enough yet. That should build up as the season goes on.
Really nice.
I don't think that's live either, because I got
got
the HD rendering, so they delay it before they can make it HD.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And incomplete to open things up.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have
All
caught that when that was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot.
I'm at the line of scrimmage when you're doing it now.
On first down.
Time running out here on the play clock. Mariota now. Incomplete there.
He should have caught it. He dropped it twice.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On third down, Mariota. And Gresham's got it over the middle. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
He said, hopefully. The man don't know what he's doing. Oh, okay. Do you want to do that? Okay. No, it's not. It's a touchdown, bro.
It's Mariota. At the 2. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leads them with a first and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Adrian Peterson taking it in for 2 yards out. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. They'll come out in the pistol. Now problems right out of the gate.
Yeah, Andrew
We're
Luck.
going to get a delay. Again, we'll see the pistol here. From the gun, here's Luck. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck.
That's big. Oh!
Right side to Cook. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. That was good for 16, and the drive will continue.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough. Spring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Philly. 58 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his...
And they'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Oh, Stevens. I didn't know that one.
Austin Safarian-Jenkins. A 7-yard
You already what?
grab. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
That's how I feel.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And out come the Eagles. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got to a good rhythm. You see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. Mariota now on second down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And quickly, they get to the line. A first down throw for Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off, William Gay. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in
Oh my God,
territory,
he gets that.
why would you change
That was
anything?
luck.
They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Come on, Curse. I need you right now.
To throw on second
Come on,
down
Curtis,
as
get
well.
there.
And his throw is incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver, and it's third and short.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
So it'll be first down here after the run. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Now a first down throw. Luck. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 yards through the air, the first down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to
Dickers.
move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up the first down.
The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. And it's second down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now Locke steps away to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the
throw,
timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up
I know
flushing
that was
him
a
to
yard.
his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. And he finds Clark. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They come up in an offset eye. Back to throw. Luck. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Terrell Pryor as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Boswell for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
He's at 0-0.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20s to the 23-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Mariota to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So they grabbed the lead just before half with a clock reading 0-0-0.
How about snatching things right at the end and grabbing a little bit of control? What a great way to go into the locker room. It's similar to a boxer flurrying in the last 30 seconds of a round and stealing the round. Great job.
So both teams have their marching orders.
I had to score right there. You're getting the ball at halftime.
Number 3.
I had to score. If I didn't score, I would be like, I'm getting a little nervous.
And they'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that.
Okay, Brandon and Graham.
Brandon Graham in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Luck now on second down. He's going to air one out. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. He was looking for Terrell Pryor that time. Third down here.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on third.
Taking pass all the way.
Here's Luck. He's going to try into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory.
Second pick. He's not even a draft.
He's just the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Play clock winding down. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Completes it to Moncrief, left side.
Get off. Get off.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
The slot man in motion right. They'll run with Peterson. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good red zone run there, 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and goal. That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there, now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in. And now they can do whatever they want because it...
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Adrian Peterson taking it in. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick. And people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak.
You heard him?
Tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
I mean, skirt at minimum.
Skirt,
Fillet at
come on.
maximum.
You can't give the guy skirt skills and start three times.
Fillet. 10 inch. 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 on the game there. And it'll be first down, Eagles. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now a first down throw. Luck. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on to it second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck.
A lot of time. That's pick, though.
Oh, a scrap for the
What? He
football.
quit
He's
that?
going to come down with it. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
I mean, we're going to run the same play again.
Down the field, and it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took the shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
There's completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop. Throwing again is Lott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Hold on to it.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They come up in an offset eye. Throwing his line. And he finds Cook. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. To throw is Lott. Now a hit and Lott lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense.
And Luck will be intercepted for a third time. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Following the interception here, Mariota. Cruz has it over the middle. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you go lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Four yards remaining now on second down. Mariota now on second down. He's got his man Cruz. 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Victor Cruz, 66 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This will be taken in at the 1.
Who's 88? Who is that?
We'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the
24-yard line. Yeah, Des Bryant.
Philadelphia
Why?
To take the field. And with 3 interceptions.
You drafted Des Bryant and you ever thrown to him all game?
They rely more on the ground game here.
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball.
Wait a minute, so you draft him and don't start him? What's the point of drafting him then? Should draft somebody else.
And you just wonder, is the backup going to start the
What do you mean? You can set your lineup. You can choose who you want to play.
They go back to the air here.
Who you want to start? Like any other game. What you mean?
Instead, second down.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Play action. It's locked. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first out after the second down incompletion. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Back to throw. Love. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Desperation time for Luck on fourth down. He's going to take another shot here. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. And Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Mariota. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kendall Wright, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. Well, the defense did their job, and then boom, a one-play drive. The offense does their job pretty well, too.
Is that called rewarding them and thanking them for what they did? They went right out and put points on the board. Thank you so much for getting us the football.
I know. Why is he so wide?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not a great
I'm just figuring it out, too. He's big as
hell. To the 10-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And last time this unit was out here.
He doesn't play. He retired.
And then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
Here's Love. He's going to air one out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They give it to Peterson. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So 3rd down, just 1 yard to go.
No, I've been on this since the game came out.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. 5 yards is the pickup there.
I just started playing just because.
Everyone understood their role on that play.
They don't got the updated rosters online.
Defensive guys, they're trying to get down and
you can get them offline,
on the
but when you play online games, still they got the whole roster.
They created a
I don't want to play with those.
Get through for a 1st down.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So a 1st down and 5 for the offense. Throwing here, Mariota. Flushed out right. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd in just about a few inches here.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Oh, get off me. Get off me.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage,
yeah, technically.
giving them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule, trying to get 4 downs on 1st down, they did that plus 3.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns.
Yeah.
Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. Would you say 3 rushing touchdowns? And, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3.
Should go to sleep.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches, be honest, don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Pryor has it complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. First down, it's Locke. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's crazy.
Philadelphia getting set to take the
I'm so... I keep going to
him. You hope for coming into the game. Just 1 kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel
I'd start playing last week.
I mean, what a game to put up that number of points. Continually feel like they're moving the ball. And things are working.
You gotta change your uniform, though. Why you gotta pick the Eagles uniforms, huh?
And carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
You get 15 picks. Yeah, you only get 3 choices per pick.
That'll do it from here for Charles Davis and all our crew. I'm Brandon Garden. You've been watching Draft Champions here on
this is the mode they playing.
For more, head on over to easports.com.
Yeah.
With that, we say so long from Buffalo.
I was running all over you. Now go back and then go to play a friend. I'm gonna change my uniform. You can't do that, can you? I can't change my uniforms. I wanted to change it because you had the same shit. Nah, you sent the invite already. I just gotta accept it. Do you want to draft a new team, or you want to play with the same team? Well, we gotta go back then. No, it says, it's an option that says reset draft. You leave the session, then go to the bottom and says reset draft. I hit that. There you did. What, you got Peterson? No, you didn't. Alright. Alright.
Boy, we've just gotten started here, and already these guys have been handed a really difficult decision to make. Yeah, I think they got the best player there, and they got a guy that fills a big need, so that's an excellent choice. Boy, the skills just leap out at you with this guy. He will be a very important part of this ball club. Boy, you talk about a talented player. This guy's one of the best around.
Patriots.
Some tough choices coming up right about now. Do you go after the best available player, or do you go after a position of need? And there's a pick that'll certainly help. Maybe not an impact signing, but you're not going to hit a home run every round.
Jabari Evans, who's that? Talking about the guard? Oh, you talking about the Saints? Oh, yeah. That's what's up.
Where to now? Do you get yourself a big brute for the trenches, or someone who can really help you out at a playmaker type spot? The Panthers have been represented once already in this draft. Is a second about to come off here? Tough call here. Do you try and get tougher up front, or get yourself a player in what we call a skill position?
No, I'm still drafting. You still send the invite, doesn't matter.
Still a few holes on this roster, and not a lot of time left to do anything about it. Oh, and that's a key upgrade right there. He's versatile, athletic, and a big upgrade over what they had. Both offensive and defensive options here. They might have to ask themselves which side of the ball needs more attention. We've seen Dallas represented once already. Could another Cowboy be joining the fold?
I think this team better than the last one I had.
These are tough decisions here.
Oh,
Offense
no.
or defense? Which side
I got some
has the more pressing need?
I don't know what you was doing. You had some weapons on the bench.
Now it's getting to the time of the draft where you really want to get lucky and hope somebody falls into your lap.
Dang, I need him? I kind of do, though. I got no rushers.
Yeah, no surprise here. Anytime you can get your hands on a player of his caliber, I think you pretty well have to pull the trigger.
What's your overall? What are you talking about? It's an overall meter at the top on the top in the corner. 84. That was a bad draft though. I got 86. No, I'm saying you draft terrible. it ain't the game fault. Alright. I got some speed. I got some speed on the offense now. The last game I ain't even had anybody that can take the top off. You're not running on me either. Why would you draft 3 running backs? Yeah, where'd he go? He probably just bounced and left his John on yeah, I don't think he hear anything. You see how I smoked him though? Oh, he like
All right, Larry,
he freestyling on the camera like we used to do.
Draft champions matchup and what is set to be a great draft champions matchup in the booth. I'm Brandon.
Yeah, Tony Dorsett. Thomas, you don't know what running back you got. You want one of the greatest running backs of all time.
On the outcome of this game, they're ready to roll.
What's the player lineup? I'm gonna see him eventually. Like what? I'm gonna see him on the field. I already know who you have.
We're underway in draft champions.
Nah, you in green.
Yeah,
I'm in white.
the end zone for a touchback.
Are you funny? Yo, you a cornball. He was just like, yo, I don't know who I got running back. He got Tony Dorsett. Like, what? Yo, you funny.
Now it carries with a 1994.
He still got stood up. I told you he wasn't going to run on me, though. He still got stood up. Like a blind date.
Especially not a center or a guard if you got to deal with these massive defensive tackles.
That's big. Oh, my God.
Beat you with strength, but they can beat you with quickness and guile as well. They can get upfield and make plays. And
I got corners on this team, though. Last game, I had any corner. I still got 4 picks.
And keep the run with the ball.
Oh, that's true.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive.
That's a good point. Let's see what happens.
Throwing his Rodgers on 3rd down. He sets to fire deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And it's 4th down.
Mohamed Sanu. All right.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play?
Come on, defense.
Able to stay with him, get his hands
you
where the
drafted him,
receiver's
Mohamed
hands
Sanu?
were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines.
You know it's 4th down, right?
Opening drive. And he finds McDonald. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. I don't know if I agree with that.
Not really.
I don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely
I don't
was
think so.
surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on, or they're trying
Because
to
they
show
forget
extreme
that. I know that
confidence.
playbook too. Like, I'm.
On 1st down, Rodgers.
That's pick. Oh,
This one complete
nice
to
catch.
Mohamed Sanu. And he'll be
That
taken
should have
down
been picked.
across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They go play action here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Connects with Sanu right side. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game
They
goes
got that
on.
gas.
On the give, this is Dorsett. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he's a big factor in the run game. No game.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Mario Edwards in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers.
A pick. Give me. Oh! Are you lucky I
And
get
they'll bring
that?
him down at the 18-yard line. And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. Rodgers going to go on 4th down.
Oh man!
And now nothing but green ahead of him. Picked off by the former Husky, Marcus Peters. And he takes this
Oh
one
man! Oh man!
And the Eagles defense gets a +6 TD. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore.
I didn't know you was watching.
We want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green
Wait,
grass
nah,
ahead
you're
of
lying.
you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact
Lying
right
his
play to
ass
do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe
It
you
tells me
haven't been
who's
taught.
watching it.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Yeah, take it out. Take it out. No, take it out. Take it out. Oh, you gonna take it out? Exactly.
And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. And now the Eagles offense back out onto the field. And last time, decent field position.
All right, good
Yeah, you do got
field
one.
position
All right,
means go
all right,
ahead and
you're right.
attack on offense. Try and press
You're
the
right.
advantage
It says
a little
one
bit.
viewer.
They just have to be better with the football on this
So
possession.
the last one didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Don't throw it there.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
tell you not to throw it there. You still threw it.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
Screen. Watch screen. Oh.
They set up the screen to Dorsett. And they get him down here at the 23. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards.
Don't get him hyped up. You see how that got that pick six?
What looks to be a third of inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Nah, I really set you up on that one.
Rodgers going to try.
Give me that.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They do go for it. It's Rodgers.
I'm there. With the setup.
A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
I don't know why he even did
They'll
that.
come up now with a clock showing 3 seconds to go.
Oh, they haven't been on offense yet. Nah, he should have just punted it.
Dwayne Allen in motion. Carr now on 1st down. That's caught. It's Thomas. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. Now Bell. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches, you say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
And now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Le'Veon Bell taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep the assignments.
Stop hitting my some boom.
Good blocking. He's good tackling on that play. And result.
Bam.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I get confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Going up top. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Philly. 44 yards. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that one.
Oh.
Both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there. Rodgers again now.
Oh,
He's going to be incomplete.
He
Marcus
harmed
Wheaton
you.
was the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short.
that is crazy. He wouldn't have scored though, but that's crazy.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And it's going to be caught for a Eagles touchdown. Vance McDonald, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are back within a score.
And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for a score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. And out now come the Eagles. The play clock's running down. Here's Carr.
That's a touchdown.
Setting
Let's
up
go.
the receiver screen here to Thomas. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Their big-bodied receiver. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they designed every play to score. I don't know how true that is. They had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play.
I don't know who Barry is, but Barry is the biggest kicker I've ever seen.
Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Boom!
Take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself,
Now a clash of bodies here that's intercepted. Picked up by Keith Tandy. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, you see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
and you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that'll bring up second down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be third down. Still in search of the first down after that last completion. And now they're in the hurry-up. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He's got Cruz complete. We'll call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chain.
In Thailand.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because they have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passes.
Now, Carr again. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards through the air and a first down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field, but you have to...
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by Bob Sanders. And his guys have
Bob Sanders.
The closing stages of the first half. And Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defender's going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
Oh.
Incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
I remember growing up playing basketball. My coaches always talked about communicating on defense, making sure you talk on defense, know where your screens are.
And what happened? What was your Hail Mary with your 4 verticals?
But guess what? It's the same thing in football. Even though there's more noise out there, you can hear all the screens of screen. This defense, the bench, everyone let them know what the play was, and that's why they're able to react and knock the ball away. A lot of teams love to throw screen passes. They want to tire out defenses because they make them run a lot. But there are a lot of moving parts on a play for an offense when they call that one. Because you got the linemen that have to move. You have the wide receivers have to get out and vacate. Get the running back just got to make a little fake and then get out into the
Why am I even doing that?
The
There you go.
He's got to hold in there and
Don't
knows
feed
he's
into
probably
that.
going to take a big hit.
I ain't gonna feed into that.
Off to the back. Why didn't he catch it? That's all he needed to do for them to be successful.
Rodgers with a throw. He's got Sanu. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios.
Are you playing the Seahawks? That's the stadium you chose?
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
That's a penalty. Let's go.
And oh, he kicked it out of bounds. That's a big penalty.
And this is where the rest of the team turns and stares at the kicker and says, you have one job. Execute it.
Here's a give to Bell running left. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed of the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses. And now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys
he had
using their
time.
speed to make plays in the backfield.
That would have been a touchdown.
See where he was going after. And now it's 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Throwing now is Carr. Goes
Oh,
underneath.
come on, Sam
It'll
Bell.
be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the
Appreciate
2nd
you.
half. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back to the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing is Rodgers. And he finds McDonald. And he's brought down after a good game. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there. We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route, hit for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
I've seen him too.
Man, and he hits him in stride. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
That's better work.
A gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit.
It's better work. I'm waiting for this play.
Second and 8. Now he's got to probably
it didn't work. That was not my I ain't put my corner in the right zone.
And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Cundiform for the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Pause.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
Why would you do that?
Not a very good return at all as he won't even get this back to the 15. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on.
I know, the computer caught himself.
Now, with the game this close,
that's all right.
I feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Muhammad Wilkerson elevated a Temple program that was looking for players like him, and he's carried that on into the NFL. What a terrific play there.
Yeah, it was on her album.
For the former Temple out, as you said. And
you liked it? Nobody else did.
Here's Carr.
Nobody else liked it.
And he'll be out of bounds, getting it across the 25. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can get some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. It's caught inside the 25. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. And now a first down following that long game.
Where are you?
Into the red zone. It's Carr. That is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Brandon Cooks, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end
But
zone.
you touch that. You got to get that out.
And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher.
And
Good catch.
intercepted a third time. Picked off by the former Husky, Marcus Peters. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the
They
driver's
listen.
seat.
You know.
Now after the INT, it's Carr.
Oh.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'd be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Carr is going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. They give him a gain of 37. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not
I'm
at
so
all. Look at
serious.
the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they start throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Time running out here on the play clock. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. A gain of 6 there on first.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Now Carr again.
Come on. You gonna be in the way? I'm not even throwing it to you. Nah, I was throwing it to wide receiver, and the running back got in the way.
And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. And they'll get it up the middle. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So now on 4th down, Sean Payton's going to turn it over to the field goal unit. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Boswell's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the
Oh,
ball
no,
again
wrong
now on this
defense.
drive after what happened
You
on
might
the
get
last
me.
one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
Oh, he dropped it.
Collision there, jarring the ball loose and brings up second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. On play action. Now Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Thomas Davis. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the
Yo, I don't know how to feel
been
about
excellent,
this.
and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip
I don't
just
even
further
know how
and
to feel
further
about
out of hand.
first down. Carr.
Oh.
Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. He's certainly not a guy that drops that.
That was the right read, though.
Indeed, because
Man,
that's a
he
bit
dropped
of a
it.
surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Carr will try it again on second down.
They ain't there.
Throw complete right side to Cooks. That one goes for 24 yards. He's played a great game that continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass.
When the bang gonna bang with you,
No doubt
I don't know how you can live with them.
Is there? There's no doubt where they want to run
I don't know
all
what I'm
the way to
talking
the finish. The strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And he motions the wide receiver. On second down, it's Bell. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Bell,
He lost two there. And it's third down.
This playbook is not good for running backs at all.
Nice play by the defense, stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Expensive footage. Expensive bullets.
On third and long, it's Carr. And Thomas has it. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the two whenever you
play
can.
online.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
I just like that you can just, it's like fantasy football and man put together and shit. Like how we do like I do like the live draft or whatever. So that's what I like about it.
I don't know. Just one last drive here for Pride.
When I first came up, I was like, man, I ain't doing that. That sounds stupid. Now it's fun.
Huge. It's almost like, Coach, what do you want to call? He's like, who cares? Let's get out of here. Do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Probably just want to put this in behind them.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break through.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack
I play that extremely smart.
Blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
They set up the screen to Dorsett, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass.
That's a pick 6. Oh! That's crazy. That should have been a touchdown. That should have been a scoop and score.
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Yeah, we give me that charger? Yeah, you did. Can you give me that cell phone, man? You gonna want a fake punt? What's the point of that?
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on a punt
but just run a regular play. Someone got to. boy really punted it.
And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end.
Only the real ones.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, it was serving.
You want to drive a whole new team now?
Oh, man, but you're spelled in good shape, but yeah, you cheated a little bit, we'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
I'm gonna tell you to get the worst one. What?
Oh, how about this for a tough decision early on? Which direction they go here is going to say a lot about what this team wants to do.
I'll probably get dog. It depends on what type of defense you're playing, though. If you're playing the 4-3, I'll get him. But if you're not, I wouldn't get him. I wouldn't get him if I was you.
Excellent.
Yeah, you already lost. I got Tom Brady. It's already over.
To maybe get him over the hump.
It's already over.
Boy, you talk about a friendly turn to the cards. This is a great round for these guys as they get themselves a dynamic player right here. Yeah, that's the kind of guy who can elevate that entire unit. He's a very talented addition.
That's how you feel?
These middle rounds are where your decisions can really impact your team. Because if you pass on certain positions, there's no guarantee you're going to see them again. One Kansas City Chief is gone already. Here's a chance to have a teammate join him. Oh, this guy's a rare talent and a huge upgrade over what they had before. And there's a pick that does fill a hole, but I'm not sure that it's really going to be the one that improves the overall squad a tremendous amount. Where to now? Do you get yourself a big brute for the trenches, or someone who can really help you out at the playmaking type spot?
still drafting.
And now is where you need to make these last picks count. Time to fill any holes you can before it's too late. And now, which side of the football will they address here? Some interesting options either way. Whoever's making the final decision here might have a coordinator in each year. Do you go offense or defense? Definitely some options with this pick. Do you take a skill player here or get yourself some help up front?
He about to lose.
Yeah, not too much analysis needed here. This is right.
Yeah, I know, right?
At this stage of the draft.
Wow. Nah.
Boy, it's finger crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two that becomes available.
I don't got it. See what happens on this one. Overall 86. Not really. Overall 86. Not gonna matter. That's dead. I started laughing so I heard that. Yo, buy my joint, buy my shit. What? Let me adjust my lineup real quick. Yeah, that's how you feel? What song is that? Makes sense. Damn, I'm adjusting the lineup, so I don't think you won't score. This nigga ain't finna score. You might. Like in your... Don't be talking shit then. Oh, my playbook. Which your favorite playbook? You still got smoke. I got Sean Taylor. Yo, you're not gonna score, yo. Yo, you're really not gonna score. I picked all defensive plays. Nah, what you mean? I'm about to select it. And we in there. No, you should do that before you sent it. I'm in there. Let's go. My lineup 87. Yup.
Thank you, Larry. So the picks are in. We welcome you to this Draft Champions contest. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis ready to call the action. And let's get to it. Down to the field. It's time for kickoff.
I'm in that nigga up tomorrow, man. That's talking crazy.
And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway.
That's not new news, Snell. Thanks for breaking news for him. Fans,
Well, a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
He said, I'm about to get busted. Yeah.
Slot man moves right. A give to the game's all-time leader, Emmitt Smith. It's a gain of 21 that time. And the Eagles are going to have a first down.
And that's definitely the way to get things started. That's the way
No, busting 20-yard runs. Looking all slow and great.
Running the ball for a big
Looking all great.
First down, Brady. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it a second down. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Now Emmitt. And some room to work.
Looking all great.
There he goes right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Emmitt Smith, 40 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. You talk about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Thank God I got a secondary that can cover him. Definitely do. All right, we'll see.
Now a first down throw. Lock. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, tried to start it out with a bang, but it's second down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Second and 10, Luck again. And here to hook up good to Victor Cruz. 15 yards through the air, the first down.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy is covering you. He's usually pretty good too, so the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On first and 10, Locke. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Smoke ain't getting that shit.
On second and 10, Locke. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
On first down, it's Long. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good pick up there at 20 yards. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders, is exactly what happened on that play.
Now a play fake here on first down. That is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, 27 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now the Eagles offense back out onto the field. Play clock winding down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now Brady surveying the field. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Chris Long. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a
I thought you were talking about Howie Long. Chris Long ain't shit.
Now Brady throwing on second down. And right with it here over the middle. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them. And they run that.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Fletcher Cox in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. With it is Jackson. Back Live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Garden. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2 as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10.
My man's stuck over there. That Walmart not 24 hours.
Now a 1st down throw. Luck.
Get him. There you go. Give me that too. Get up.
It's picked up by the Eagles. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
You know, I ain't even peeped that.
The play clock's running down. Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. And Dwayne Allen on the ground. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Going on 1st down is Brady. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
Give him credit for batting it away, but unable to come up with the interception. And sometimes that joke does come true. Guys are on defense for a reason. Maybe their hands aren't quite as skillful as the guys on offense, but a lot of credit on that play for just knocking it away.
To throw is Brady. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins.
Can't get no protection. Maybe a little challenge here.
And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage.
I think I figure out what that was going on.
And that's exactly what happened there.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Brady now on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now, the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it, we can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Here we go now with Smith. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers, and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team that's committed to running the football, you can get your big offensive linemen up on linebackers quicker, and that usually gives you an advantage in running it.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Tyreek Hill, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Taking it out? Come on, man. What you doing? Trying to make shit happen.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. Let's see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
I mean, playing backyard football.
That one nearly
Y'all line up and just run. Line up and run.
That was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Back to the air, Luck on second down. Ebron caught left side. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And they're going to speed things up here. Now a play fake here on first down.
Oh! That was luck.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner. Toughness in the pocket.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now Luck. Ebron with it over the middle. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Eric Ebron as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Tyreek Hill on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And out now come the Eagles. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Brady. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. They'll run it now with Smith across the 30 to the 31-yard line. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively. Defensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you. Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
2nd and 10, Luck again. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. T.J. Yeldon, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
When you hear screen on defense, that's a little bit scary because you know a big play might result.
He was so ready to get to
Bro, they've been hit a while. I was about to say that.
Couldn't get the ball.
Give me some snacks. That's big. Give me that.
Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted.
Keep your feet though.
Picked off by Andre Howe. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They've got great field position, obviously, to start this drive. Tie game. Do you maybe go a little riskier here with that great field position?
Come on, Tom.
Some guys look at it and say, let's go. Be aggressive,
The goat.
be bold. Let's
The
get
goat
it
gonna
downfield
piece
right
together.
now. Other guys will look at it and say, you know something? I think we're in a position to get 3 points if we don't make any big
The goat
mistakes.
gonna find a way.
Offense, get in that spot.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Kendall Wright, 28 yards. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Scobie now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make
Roughing the passenger. That sounded like a car accident. Roughing the passenger. I never heard of that.
Team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Roughing the passenger.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
All right.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
There's no passengers in football. I don't know what you're talking about.
Are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next
Right.
drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious.
And that's caught inside the 35.
How you running Hail Marys?
Reaches the 27.
There'll always be a place.
You corny as shit.
Marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive the team towards a victory.
And down inside the 15.
Short fumble.
The 15 yards there on the scramble and a first down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Luck. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Kevin Minter coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4.
You like that shit? Yeah, you do. You love that shit.
The throw on second down is Luck. Now a hit and Luck lost the football. It's out.
You need time to throw first, bro.
They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was Luck or skill.
You ain't gonna get your space right.
That jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
3rd and long. It's Luck. And this is
I've seen that shit too.
He is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And Ebron, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Now Franks for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
What you talking about on
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They can't move right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Well, partner, the hit sure looks like a simple route, but I think the issue with it is a lot of time when you're making that play, you're actually working your way back inside towards traffic where the big guys are coming from inside out, whether it's defensive ends or linebackers. And a lot of the time, instead of securing the pass, your eyes might stray towards the middle and wonder where the big hit's going to come from.
They'll run it here with Smith. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Time running out here on the play clock. Throwing is Brady on third down. Got him there, it's right. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 40.
I got the goat, dog. You can say all the people you got. I got the goat.
Never make the mistake of the slot receivers, especially the little guys.
I got this first. I got this. I got the goat. What are you talking about? It's already over.
And they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So after that big game, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
You already lost, Doug. As soon as I picked them first, I was like, it's over.
Coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now a play for escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Fletcher Cox in there to pick up his second
You still got to stop the goal.
of the afternoon.
No, you didn't.
So the D-line's going to spread out. On second down, here's Brady.
Go.
He's got him in. It's Corey Coleman. And he'll take it down shy to 45.
What does that mean?
Give him 16 yards on the play. And that's going to set up a 3rd and 1. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. They get the completed pass, but still have more to
that ticket, dog.
Third down. On third down, here's Emmett. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. And when you need the tough yards like they did there, it feels pretty good to turn around and hand it to Emmitt Smith,
who always ran with supreme confidence. He didn't care if you knew the play call. He didn't care if you knew he was going to get it. In fact, I think he liked the challenge of you knowing that and him still picking up first downs and big yardage.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They go play action here on first down. Buying time to his left. They're right with it here over the middle. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
On any given pass play,
you never know
exactly where your exit points are going to be.
Yeah, that's the goal.
He was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, no, lost the
football.
Wow, that ball was not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Yo.
play clock winding down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a game.
Yeah, 80 yards rushing. You talking about your defense so great. You've been grinding y'all up.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule.
Grinding y'all up.
3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They go back to the ground with Smith.
Wasn't expecting to hear that.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Well, just play after play after
How can you do that?
This long drive for the offense. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. To throw is Brady.
Oh.
The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Now flags come in before the kick. Clearly there was contact.
That's on you.
Who was at fault? So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. And this is complete. It's Allen. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick it?
No, you didn't.
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing.
That's a pass. That's an offensive pass interference. What was that?
And no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Now look. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And it's 3rd down.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Yeldon, the lone running back. Here's Luck. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made.
You're not gonna go for it on your 8, are you? Are you that crazy?
Let's take it at around the 40. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage.
My man, you ever won a game all night? They do something.
Stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
They'll have to be careful how they handle this. Flush to his right. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Given 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. They'll come out in the pistol. Luck. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now. There's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football. but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
And as the fourth quarter winds down here, we're all even.
And no one wants this game to extend. They want to go ahead and win it right now.
Luck now to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They snap it to Locke.
That's what I'm talking about. That's how you step up.
The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take
Go
over
back on the field. Let's go.
Get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. They're going to clock a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of trunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines.
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
And he drops it.
The ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Timing's crucial.
Come on, be a player for me.
So many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Back to throw, Brady. He's going to hit his man.
Give me a block. Come on.
Now he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd down. And quickly, they get to the line. Now Brady. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Brady to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Just give me the time.
So offense moving a little too slow there. Could not get set.
Oh, I didn't even know that. That's all right.
Again, it's Brady. And this is intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Johnson. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They have a little bit of time here to get in the field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. After the interception, it's Locke. He's going to go for a big play. And this is going to be intercepted. A great lead, and it's picked off. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game.
What was the strategy in that?
Take care of the football here. Now they're out opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. To throw is Brady. Wright's got it. A good pick up there, 20 yards. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he overshot in there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now. The ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And on 2nd and 10 now. Second and 10, Luck again. Ebron with it over the middle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll fake it. Now Luck. Try to lay one up deep. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
It wasn't 3rd and long. It was more like 3rd and attainable, and oftentimes offense just want to run enough to pick up a 1st down.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here in OT. Here's Brad Nordman now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles take possession. And Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. Their defense did its job. Got to stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. Excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done. Now part 2. 2nd down and 4. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. On the ground, this is Smith. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
But that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to the guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
What can Brady do now with his drive? And that'll be incomplete.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense. Throwing is Brady on third down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A nice pick up there at 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller, since the screen pass was available, whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And the play clock's running down. Here's Brady. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it. Complete.
Yes.
Roughing the pass here, but Charles, that's a good call. But these days, you know, quarterbacks, they're very protective.
We know how protected they are, and if it's anything borderline, they're going to get the call. But as a defender, that's hard to swallow sometimes because there's so many of these bang-bang plays.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Oh, and it's intercepted. And some room to maneuver. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-six TD. Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get an overtime, that's one.
My man,
It's a great 4 quarters. But then in OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely. And I think from now on,
my man, a little hype.
Definitely travel someone who can help us because I thought I was going to pass out at the end. Not just getting to the overtime, but the plays in overtime that led to this one, and to finish it on a defensive touchdown, a takeaway that gets you to the end zone. I'm not rooting for anyone, but boy, I'd love to see games finish that way.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
Dang.
For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.
Since he kept giving it to Emmett. Nah, I'm good. I got 3 wins under my belt. No, that's online. It's like a ladder. It's like if you win like 4 in a row, then you go to the next tier. I don't know, man. It's kind of late. I don't want to get scared. I know. Nah, I'm talking about playing at night. Oh man, shit get too real. I be getting scared. That's what's up. Yo, he made me want to read his book, yo. Yeah, he was saying some funny ass stories about his book. Kevin Hart came out with a book last week. I watched like his interviews. Yo, his dad is wild, yo. Yeah, what you mean? His dad been on interviews? Yeah, I'm supposed to be out already. Just go up top. It says play the next game in the Draft Champions event. It does. Oh, wait a minute. No, wait a minute. No, you gotta go to, I think you gotta go to, which one is it? I don't think so. Oh yeah. I think it is ranked. But the rank, no, you need cards. You gotta go to unranked draft. No, wait a minute. Where you go? I was just playing it. Yeah, you need tickets to do the ranked draft. And to get tickets, you gotta play the games. You gotta play unranked draft. You gotta go to unranked draft.